there's a sort of big argument going on as to whether immigrants, you know, contribute more than they benefit from the society. And, you know, I think that I don't think it's an easy question to answer. Generally, I believe from all the, you know, things that I've read and looked at, etc., that overall, the gain to our country from immigrants is greater than the cost. And what backs that up the most to me are the studies that you can look at that look at immigrants over time, because it's very, very consistent. And you'll see, you know, anti-immigrant groups won't cite this research because it just doesn't back up what they say. And the truth of the matter is that the longer immigrants are here, the higher their home ownership goes, the higher their tax contribution goes, the lower their poverty rates, the higher their acquisition of English. In other words, the immigrant experience as we see it now is a continuum of actually of growth and increasing the power of the person in the society as a consumer, as a civic, somebody participating civically, as being able to integrate. In other words, integration is what happens. And in fact, you have a lot of immigrants complaining because by the second generation, people lose the original language of the parents. You know, you have grandparents complaining because they can't speak to their grandchildren because they don't speak Spanish or Farsi or, you know, or Chinese. You have efforts of immigrants to try to get their kids to keep the languages. So the immigrant experience is actually one of integration, not of further, you know, separation and alienation from the culture or the economy. What is true, though, is that you're first, the ones who are coming immediately, the ones who have just come yesterday or, you know, 3 weeks ago or a year ago, are going through a process which will take several years for the integration to take place. But it's inevitable. You know, the integration is really inevitable. So as people stay, as people integrate, particularly if they're helped to integrate, they contribute more and more and more and more. And that's just, you know, that's what the numbers show. And if you go to just about anyone who studies California demography or studies the way in which the populations change and grow, they'll tell you this. It's not to say that you don't have issues and problems in the immigrant community, particularly the recently arrived. But over time, those things change. So that's why I'm saying it's a complicated question.